How do you steer this thing? And they make it look so easy in the movies. Little Witch Academia started life as a short film. There are now 2 films, manga and a TV series. Not that I've ever seen any of this because I live in Britain and we never get anything unless it's mainstream in America first. And even then it's a coin toss. I'm still amazed I managed to get Steven Universe on Blu-ray. This is a Japanese anime featuring young schoolgirls training to be witches. No, this is a kid-friendly program. Yes, this is a screwdriver. One of the students, Ako, touches a magic hourglass, causing time to loop the same day endlessly. It's basically the sexy brutale. Certain things only happen at certain times of day. Unfortunately, this game isn't nearly as engaging or clever. The gameplay is broken into 2 types. Exploring Lunar Nova Academy will take up most of your time. The rest of your time involves fighting monsters in magical dungeons. Initially you'll be lost at Lunar Nova Academy, not just because you've only started playing the game, obviously, but because the map sucks. First, the main map. Up is east. Not north, east. Second, the in-game camera points in whatever direction the game designers felt like pointing it in. Third, the mini-map points in the same direction as the camera. That means it's not aligned with the main map, and it has no compass bearing. Fourth, the main map only tells you which room you're in, not where in the room you are. Okay, you may think I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but the thing is that the academy is symmetrical about its north-south axis, and there's a U-shaped corridor on the first floor, and the second floor, and the third floor, and the fourth floor. The number of times I've run down one of these corridors, shit, I'm going the wrong way again. You can't tell which side of the building you're on.
出力の大きい魔晶石はありませんか？
出力の大きな魔晶石？
はい、杖とかほうきについてるのはすぐバッテリー切れを起こしちゃうから。
一体何に使うのですか？
それはちょっといろいろありまして。
どうせろくな理由ではないのでしょうが、何にしてもあなたに渡す魔晶石はありません。
そんな。
Then there's the quest system, or should I say the event system. Yeah, they're called events in this game. Where am I supposed to go? Well, the event description doesn't tell me either. Well, which one of these markers is it? What gets me is that Lunar Nova Academy is not too big, not too small, it feels just the right size. And it's not a maze, it's simple enough to move around in to get places. But good luck trying to find anyone or anything in particular. Add to that the time loop mechanic, meaning you can only find certain things at certain times in certain places. Whoa!
あっこ、ちょうどよかった。このバケツの底に穴が開いているみたいなの。修復魔法で直そうと思っていたのだけれど。
これを修復魔法で直せばいいんですね。
そうよ。やってみて。
It's a good job the lead characters are so engaging. Otherwise this would be a really tedious game.
引いてダメなら押してみたら。よーし。
Ako, your character, is a witch of not much talent who doesn't know anything, is constantly in trouble and constantly on the verge of getting expelled. So a female Japanese Harry Potter.
二人とも見た？アク、落ち着いて。落ち着いていられないよ。私もちゃんと魔法が使えたんだから。偶然じゃない？ そんなことないよ。見てて。
やっぱりアックはこうでなくっちゃ。
Fortunately, Akko is very endearing and determined, if bumbling at times, and she's supported by an interesting array of characters with their own quirks. Lotte is quietly spoken but can converse with spirits and is magically quite powerful.
図書室の本整理の罰当番？うん、夏休み中に終わらせておかないと下手したら退学になるかも。
自業自得でしょ。
My favourite character by a country mile is Susie. Dark sense of humour, malicious, obsessed with mushrooms. And poisons. And poison mushrooms.
スーシー何してるの？
キノコの世話してるだけだよ。
それってやっぱり
大きくなれば猛毒を持つのだ。
Diana is Akko's nemesis. Not that Diana seems to care.
ずいぶん早起きですわね。あなたのことだから昼まで寝てると思っていましたわ。
何時に起きようと私の勝手でしょ。
ええ、罰当番をサボったりしなければです。
え、どうして？
フィネラン先生から聞きましたわ。まったくあなたと来たら。
ダイアナには関係ないでしょ。
Akko is so bad at magic, she has to drink a potion before she can cast one, at least in the academy. That means you're limited on your castings by how many potions you have. And this is where the dungeons come in. Dungeon crawling reminds me of Golden Axe back on the Mega Drive, or since most of my views come from North America, the Genesis. Close range attacks only work left or right, as do most spells.
ケルヤースフィーお話になりませんね。そこです。これでも食らえ。そこです。そこです。油断大敵守りの障壁よ。そこです。
Upgrading spells is a pain, because you can only view information on one if you hover the cursor over it. Seriously, the whole screen is taken up by a pointless constellation chart. Couldn't you do something more informative with this space? Switching equipment is a bit of a hassle as well, flipping between screens to keep an entire party outfitted. Dungeons drop spellstones. Spellstones can be taken back to the academy and traded for potions, which lets you cast magic in the academy. But really the only other major reasons you would visit a dungeon is to either level up your characters, get more loot and make them more powerful, or advance the story when needed. The sheer number of irritations this game has on display is mind-boggling. It should kill it stone dead. Yet the characters help balance the whole experience out. The game will frequently run you ragged from place to place, chasing the time-looping clock, but your reward is listening to the funny conversations and situations at the other end.
私いつになったらほうき乗れるのかな。
だからアッコみたいなタイプは体で覚えた方がいいって。
いろいろしたけどダメだったじゃん。
もう一度やってみれば。新月の塔から命綱なしのバンジージャンプ。
そうそう、一気に大ジャンプって死んじゃうよ。
The characters are entertaining, but it feels like the gameplay mechanics have been designed to either be uninformative or irritating. It's hard to find where you're going on the map. It's hard to switch equipment without a bit of a hassle. It's hard to see what spell upgrade you've got without hovering your cursor over it. And I have been run ragged through that bloody U-shaped corridor on whatever floor it is this time, more times than I care to think about. But the character interactions, at the very least, are good. They're entertaining, and in my opinion, they are the saving grace of the game, why it's not way worse than it is. Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time gets a 6 out of 10. It's above average. I wouldn't have minded as much if there weren't so many flaws in its design. One simple fix that I can recommend right now is to stop the minimap from rotating when the camera does. If you lock the minimap to the same direction as the main map, that would save some of the confusion, because then at least you could orient yourself. So that's Little Witch Academia Chamber of Time, 6 out of 10, above average game. Was kind of hoping for something better. Well, I always do. I mean, you don't want to play a bad game, do you? But I'd heard good things about the anime, and I was kind of hoping that they would turn out a good game. I don't know whether it was time or budgetary constraints or just incompetence, but this game has too many faults for my liking. Right, that's it. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe, follow, share, all that jazz. See you next time. Right, come on Perp, we're going to give this another go. Now I need you to navigate. Yes, I will try and avoid the cupboard this time. The point of this witch's hat is so high it's difficult to keep it in shot. Even tweaking my camera isn't helping much. Having to use a brooch fastener for this. My stitching came undone. Bit of an emergency fix. But really the only other reason to visit